MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Milwaukee Brewers. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's Brewers baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Brandon Woodruff, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that throws two types of fastballs. A four-seamer, which is more of his true riding fastball that he'll throw up in the zone. And the two-seamer is the one that he'll sink to try to get ground balls. So even though the fastball is one pitch, he has two pitches that are different, even though they're both fastballs. A four-seamer up in the zone, two-seamer down in the zone to try to get the ground ball.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He will lead this one off today. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
One and one to Andrew McCutchen. Shaping up to be a pretty nice day for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 1-2. Strike three on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. McCutchen is retired, and there's one away. So now to the plate, Rhys Hoskins. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 0 for 7. Now here's the first offering. And it's fouled away.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Hoskins behind the count 0-2. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore's the exact same way behind the dish.
2-2 the count. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Looking to at least put the ball in play here this inning. That evens it up, 1-1. Now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. A little bouncer. Two out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So a pitching clinic there as he sets him down in order, all via the punch out. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Aaron Nola gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Harper has a read on it, 1 out.
Batting second.
And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, man, I think everyone should keep an eye on Colton Wong. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
That'll bring up Billy McKinney. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Pitch on the way. McKinney, a native Texan. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve 1 and 2.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3 and 2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And that brings up the left-handed hitter, Travis Shaw. From the belt, kicks and deals. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. McKinney, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Hot shot down the line. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. Show track is going to give us a better look at that play. You usually don't see third baseman show off a lot of range, but he certainly did there. And to complete the play, uncorked a good hard throw across to first for the out. Nice play all around from the hot corner. So here's Avisail Garcia as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Ready with the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Off speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Here's a swing and a miss at the off speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. 2 out here and a runner at second. And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
So now here is Omar Narvaez looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air down the right field line. Oh, he brought it back. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. All set for the start of the inning, and that brings up JT Realmuto.
The catcher, JT Realmuto.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Oh, that's it.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
This is on the ground over to first. He's got it. On to first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at Colton Wong, one of the more dynamic middle infielders in our sport. Ability to turn a double play, bazooka arm from a second baseman.
That brings up Alec Bohm. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter. That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. Here's the first pitch. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Wong for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Down quickly go the Phillies. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now at the plate is Keston Hiura. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Keston Hiura.
First pitch of the AB now. And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike 1. Hard hit ball to short. Gregorius has it. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
Batting seventh.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
So here now is Jackie Bradley. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's down.
Bradley is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. He makes the throw to first. Two down. Two down, no one on base. And that'll bring Luis Urias to the plate. Here it comes.
Ball, down.
The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike one.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
Swing and a liner. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. We'll move to the third with no score. Ready now is Brad Miller, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Brad Miller.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
2-0 now. Now the pitch.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Here's a swing, and he loses the bat from his hands as it heads over toward the first base dugout. Looks like everyone's okay, however. Here now the 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Batting eighth, the center fielder.
So next to bat will be number 37. First trip to the plate for him in the ball game. And now a pitch on the way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And the Phillies are into the hit column.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Aaron Nola.
In now, Aaron Nola. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. There's one on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen, as a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for Philadelphia. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Brandon Woodruff.
The pitcher, Brandon.
Here's the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Hoskins gathers it in, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for Milwaukee, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
So here is Colton Wong. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The left fielder, number 11, Billy McKinney.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in to hit next, the speedy Billy McKinney. First pitch of the AB now.
Ball one, no strike.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder coming on. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Brewers sent packing on just 4 pitches. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Now to bat, Rhys Hoskins. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Off the plate, ball one.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Garcia has a read on it. 1 down.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation. I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Got him to swing under that one. It's 2-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
3-2, full count. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
At the plate now, JT Realmuto, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A 1 pitch on its way. To short. Reined in. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. So digging in next will be Travis Shaw. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
To 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here's another 2-2. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. So bases are empty with 1 gone, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Changeup laid off down around the shins. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is strike 2 swinging.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Down.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The next 1-2 pitch. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle-of-the-order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Into the box now, Omar Narvaez. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1, trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. Now the 1-0. Misses for the 2nd ball. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Outside and low, 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Into the windup and the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. After it is McCutchen. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Joe Girardi during the commercial break about the Phillies offense, and one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
For Philadelphia.
Thank you, Heidi.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Now here's the first offering. Alec Bohm is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. Two back-to-back.
The 2-2. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Here's a pop-up now. Wong moving to his left, makes the play, one away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
So bases are empty with one out now, and that'll bring up Didi Gregorius. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Fastball well outside.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
1-1. Here it comes. 1-2 now.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
A bouncer to the left side. Shaw fields it cleanly. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Brad Miller.
Stepping in next, Brad Miller struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
If he's able to locate that two-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He thinks they need to slow the game down a little bit when they get into the box. Top to bottom, they're hitting into way too many outs early in the count and not letting the at-bats develop. He's all for picking on a good pitch to hit when it comes, but they need to make sure they're doing more damage on the swings that they're taking.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The first baseman, Kester.
And now the first pitch. Keston Hiura is in for the second time here as he looks at one outside. It's 1-0. 1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. Two and 1.
I got 2-1 the count.
All even now, 2-2. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot off the bat of Jackie Bradley Jr. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
And that'll bring forth Luis Urias. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. This is foul right side. The 1-1 home.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Here's the 1-2 delivery.
No, inside.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Nope.
There's ball 4.
The pitcher, number 53, Brandon.
So here now's the pitcher, Brandon Woodruff. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. First offering. Urias leads off first with 1 away. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Fouled off. Another 0-2 home. And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Colton Wong. From the stretch.
1-0.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Harper is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's now 1-0 Milwaukee. Now to the plate, here is number 37. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
First pitch of the AB now. Skied into straightaway right. Garcia has a read on it. 1 out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Now into the box, Aaron Nola reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. And the pitch.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. Now a flare out to left center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
To the plate now, Andrew McCutchen, as he'll reach unsuccessfully at a slider away. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Behind 0-2 now.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, these guys haven't had too many opportunities yet to test the running game in this one, so they could decide to put a man in motion right here.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The payoff pitch one more time, and he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Wong is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
The first baseman, number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins. He's set, and the pitch. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Here's Bryce Harper now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Nola on second. Hoskins on at first with 2 down. And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. 2 men are on with 2 men out. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Looked like a four-seamer that just kept rising on him, and he couldn't get the mid up in time to catch it. Really no excuse for that. That'll go as a pass ball, and deservedly so.
The set and the 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Two and two. Here it is.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs, and he wants to get that 3rd out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off, and he still loses him.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto trying to bring in the tying run from 3rd here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Oh, and 2. Here it is. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here's a fly ball, well hit. McKinney retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Phillies leave him loaded. They still trail 1-0. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and in to hit next the speedy Billy McKinney.
The left fielder, Billy McKinney.
First pitch coming. Here it is. The 1-0. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Oh, and this kicks right off of him, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. The relay throw, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
You've got to like the effort there from the right fielder. He gives chase and leaps, but just can't bring it down. Excellent backup from the center fielder, though, coming to help out. If he doesn't, that might have been an inside the Parker.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. 0-1 the count. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 1-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Next up, Avisail Garcia. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the AB now.
Nope, at the ball.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. The 1-1 home. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And this one is gone. A home run. Avisail Garcia with a solo home run. And the Brewers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Ah, man, that swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, and that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
At the plate, Narvaez. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. There to take it in is McCutchen now for route number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Kepler.
And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Now the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Gregorius is there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We're through 6 full. The Brewers lead this one 3-0. 7th inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up Alec Bohm.
For the Phillies, the third baseman, Alec.
Now here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Little bit of a red flag here for me. 3 straight balls to start the 7th. Maybe tiring a bit.
Here it is, the 3-0. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Now the payoff pitch home. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Eric Yardley comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
57, Eric Yardley.
Here's Didi Gregorius as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. 1-2 now.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Bohm aboard here at first with nobody out. Count still at 1-2. From the stretch, and that one misses badly. It's ball 2. The 2-2 line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Next to hit, Brad Miller, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Shaw has it. Wong for 1. On to first, a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Stepping in now, number 37, as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. Brewers are out in front, 3-0. And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Sam Coonrod will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Roman Quinn is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting ninth now on the double switch. So now into the box is Jackie Bradley Jr. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
The shortstop, Luis Urias.
Next to stand in is Luis Urias. First pitch on its way. Soft liner towards short. And that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit.
That's why there's no justice in this game. Pitcher executes a perfect fastball inside, jams him, beats him, steals his wallet, and he's still able to get enough.
Tyrone Taylor will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. He's set. Here it comes. Fouled away. The 0-1 and a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Taylor, a 27-year-old, he was taken in the second round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Colton Wong will stand in. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch, and it's fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1. They lead it 3-0. Devin Williams has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 38, Devin Williams.
And now Roman Quinn, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now the pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutcheon.
Standing in now, Andrew McCutcheon, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Quinn on at first, nobody out. And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a move over to first, and the runner will get back standing. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 1 ball, no strikes to count. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Now the 2-0.
Inside, ball 3.
Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. Here it is, the 3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
You know, most people would be surprised he took that right there because that looked like it was in his honey hole. He had to obviously be sitting on something else.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. He's ready. Now the pitch.
1-0.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Next up is JT Realmuto. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First pitch on the way.
Well, that's off the plate.
2 men are on with 2 men out. High in the air down the right field line. Garcia giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Phillies leave a couple, still down 3-0. Jojo Romero is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 79, Jojo Romero.
Now it'll be Billy McKinney. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game.
For the Brewers, the left fielder, Billy.
Here's the first pitch.
McKinney.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. Changeup laid off down around the shins. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Fouled off. Fly ball right down the line in left. The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Travis Shaw.
So the next to bat will be Travis Shaw. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Barehanded, the throw. Hey now.
Now batting, right fielder, Avisai Garcia.
So 2 gone now in the Brewers half of the 8th, and that'll bring up Avisai Garcia. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. They'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. In the air down the line in left. In there, a base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
So now to the plate, Omar Narvaez, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 pitch.
Ball in.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Popped him up. Hoskins waits on it, and he makes the play to end the inning. So they can't make anything out of the 2-out double. Don't touch that dial or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. Josh Hader takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 71. Josh.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go as the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Scorched to third. Shaw gloves it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
First pitch on the way. Fouled away. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2.
That was an excellent pitch right there. After going soft away, he pounds hard in, and that's a nice pitch.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box, Brad Miller, as he'll cut on and miss at a good slider at the knees for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Philly down to their last strike. A bouncer up the middle, right to him. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Man, we were treated to a nice pitcher's duel in this one. Both starters throwing strikes. They worked deep, and both were in command of the game. It really came down to a few key at-bats. This was a fun game to watch.
3-0 the final score in this one today. The Milwaukee Brewers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Brandon Woodruff takes home the win. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.